Oh, I am Shocked Wave, and this is a Finance at Freddy's plushie project that I'm working on that I hope you enjoy. So, moving on from the intro, we have the office from FNAF 1. In scale, sort of, to these plushies, but to the best of my ability, Bonnie can barely fit through the door, but the rest of the animatronics can happily glide through into the office and jump scare. Bleh. So, without those pieces of tape, and the pieces of tape actually serve a functionality, which is working doors onto this diorama, although they're not dry. So, they're there to provide a little functionality to this office. So, it's something that I created for a longer series of this style of in scale to the FNAF Funko plushies. So, I will be making the stage next, which I will keep you updated with updates on progress. Slight little updates on progress, maybe 2-minute things, where I can show you something similar to this. It's very rough. The squares, I need to go on a second paint, I need to go on with a second coat. These side patterns, they also need updating, even though I just did them today. They're a little bit rough, so they will be painted over and you will see this progress of this office. I'm going to be adding a fan, which I have being dried up, and I have more monitors to be put, but this is a showing of what this project is going to look like and what it should turn out, roughly. A little bit better. I have little things in the office, like Finance at Freddy's security logbook, neatly tucked away. But the electronics without this piece of tape actually very comfortably walk through the door. And I will find a better way to close these doors. They're not very secure when they go on the tape, but they can close, which I will demonstrate with Bonnie. But trying to go through the door, just close it. It's supposed to rest like that. Then once he's at the door, oh, that just went straight into his face. It closes. Although, not in a very perfect manner, as this is, hey, a lot of friction. But it does stay closed. And honestly, you can just throw them. Although I think the wall will buckle before the door. So, everything is removable. All the furniture will be removable. Such as this table. So, bleh. Just take it all out. It's just in case you want to. It's just like sort of if I ever want to remove any of the furniture or just shift it around, or I want to add a new desk. Oh, there's Helpy poking through the thing. I will add a ceiling and a back wall that will also be painted. And then I it's not very clear in the games, but I'm not sure if this is supposed to be painted the same color, but I would infer that maybe, But I have not seen this pattern continue through the back wall, so I'm not sure with the color, but for now it's fine. With this sort of like rough demonstration of what this project will be once it's all connected together. So the entire pizzeria will be made. I don't think I will make the bathrooms because I think that's a little bit too much for something that's not going to be seen at all. Maybe the hall going into the restroom or the entranceway, but definitely not the full area, just so Freddy can just peek his head through. But I do have plans for making the entirety of the rest of the pizzeria, including parts and service. Now, the way I will make those heads is unbeknownst to me. That's for a future decision, but for now, this is what we're working with, and this is what the rest of the pizzeria should look like. Now, it will be updated, but I will have a whole cohesive video about that in the future. But for now, I will be making the stage, and I will keep you guys updated. So, as I move further, this has been my primary workstation using some paints that I have borrowed. And it's a pretty rough start, but I will be flipping the cardboard over to create the stage. And these are the two doors that I'm waiting for them to dry so I can add a second coat, especially on this door that I messed up pretty bad. I will be adding the caution signs, and then that's a fan. It's drying as well. So I have a few unadded things that I'm going to be adding, but for the most part, the office is done, and I will be working on moving towards building the main stage, and then finally painting it, well then priming it, painting it, and then moving on to the east and west halls. So yeah,